Welcome. I'm Wendy from Trendy Wendy Life on YouTube. I am 57 years old. I worked full time as a school social worker and really enjoyed my time doing that. I probably did that for about 31 years. And last 2 years, I've been transitioning to part time work. I currently have a part time job. I work 2 to 3 days a week. I also run an eBay business, which is Trendy Wendy Resale. And I'd like to branch out into doing some custom jewelry work as well. We are a blended family. We have 7 kids. Yes, I said 7. All of them are adults except for one. We still have one kiddo at home, and she's 16. She's a varsity cheerleader in Texas. And so we certainly know that that is a huge commitment for parents. There's a lot that's dedicated, not just her busy schedule, but blending my busy schedule and her busy schedule together. We're always on the run. We're always busy doing something. Really, my life is evolving, it's changing, and I'm curious to see how it all unfolds at this point because I am not working full time. I am not fully taking care of children as well. So I'd love for you guys to come and follow me on this journey of transitioning into some things that certainly strike my passion and just daily life, how to maintain part time work and a side hustle and a kiddo still at home. Once again, as we're transitioning in our lives in our late 50s, and my husband is older than I am, and so his transition as well. So, how do we make all that kind of meet in the middle? But anyway, join us. I'm trying this. Let's see how it goes. I mentioned earlier, I also have an eBay business. It's called Trendy Wendy Resale. It's a very small store. I started that when I transitioned out of my full time job and was doing that on the side along with some other little part time jobs. I actually paused my eBay business recently for probably about 4 to 5 months because the new part time job that I've started for this year was far more demanding than I had anticipated. And I just had to put that to the side. Now, in the meantime, though, I was running sales off of my inventory that I already had. I also was promoting items, doing offers for interested buyers, just things that I need to do to keep my store as active as possible without listing new items. I did have a stash of things that I could pull out on occasion, and I did list those, but more or less my store had been paused. So I'm trying to get back into sourcing for eBay, and one great way to do that, the cheapest possible way, is my own closet. I'm purging, which is really important to me because as I get older, I tend to get pretty overwhelmed by certain things that maybe didn't bother me in the past. And so part of that is just the clutter that I've collected over life. I am that person. Yes, I've got a closet full of clothes because deep down inside, I'm really hoping for at times this amazing opportunity where I'll wear that long gown. I am not having those opportunities. I have fantasies. So going through purging as much as possible. Part of it is to restock my eBay store, and the other purpose is just to kind of make life easier. As we get older, I'm starting to certainly realize that stuff is not bringing me the happiness that I thought it would. It's actually bogging me down quite a bit. So, as part of my day off, I'm going to go through. What I can't seem to figure out is even with this progression of life, and we're down to one kid. How do I still have so much laundry? That is an ongoing everyday thing. Don't you agree? I can't figure out where it comes from. But here, if I don't do at least a load or two a day, it's too much. So I guess that'll never change. That remains the same. So today I'm going to list this amazing 100% silk shrimp dress. I just love the pattern on this. Look at the seashells, the sand castles. It looks like it's also got lots of seashells. I'm not quite sure. Also just have these amazing prints, pictures of people, and it looks like a dog, and it's very whimsical, and I just love it. Very fantasy like. I can only imagine somebody wearing this to a really nice resort, Caribbean vacation, wherever it may be, but definitely like a summer, spring, carefree. It's very flowy. Again, romantic, especially with the little bows. Love this one and can't wait to list this one.
So after I take all the pictures that I need, and I usually take, of course, on this one here, it's shrimp, size 12. I want to make sure that those are in my photos. I also, especially since this dress is silk, I want to make sure each side, front, back, left side, right side, I do the tag. Once I lay it on this table here, I'll take a picture of the tag that I have the fabric content on that one, because this is a higher end dress, and people, if they're going to spend over $20, they want to make sure that it's everything that's being promised. After I do that, I measure with a very, very simple measuring tape, underarm to underarm. Do that, and then I always do the length, because we're all different sizes, different heights. So I'm on the shorter side, so a midi dress is more like a maxi to me, and maybe a maxi dress, because I'm shorter, just I know already would be too long. But for some people, they really do want to know the whole length of it, because everybody's body is different. So then the next thing I want to do, sorry, trying to pause my Nami's life. It is a woman who lives alone in Japan, and I feel like when I put her on for YouTube, I feel like I'm inviting a friend over to cook and clean with me and do my chores, and I just have her videos on all day long. But she think hers is, I think it's titled something along the lines about, living alone in Japan, but Nami's life, Nami''S. And I just feel like I'm having a girlfriend over when I watch her, and I keep her on all day long. Anyway, off topic, back to, so I always put the number. I've now listed 958 items. I no longer, what I used to do long ago was put the little garment sticker right onto the tag. But as I've told you guys, I store all my clothing on large garment racks so that they don't get as wrinkled. But in Texas, things get so darn hot. And I'm in San Antonio, Texas, so it's, I don't want to curse, but it's like the depths of hell in my garage. So I actually just fold these over. Again, don't want anything sticking to the actual garment. And I hang it now from the hanger. And when I go to pull my items, they're all chronological, and so it's much easier to do that. So next, I'll take you out to my garage. I'm going to hang up this item. All right, here we go. Out here is all my clothing, completely protected, sealed at the top and the bottom on these very, very heavy duty, not going to fall over, commercial clothing racks. And as you can see, I have everything hung up, and they're all in order. And this one is number 958. And I've already unzipped this, so I'll place that in here. And then this, I will make sure that I have completely tucked in. I want to make sure that the bottom is not wrinkled as well. Make sure it's nice and flat, especially for the silk dress. Try to shove them down a little bit. And here we go. Reach down, lift this up, and it's ready to go, and it's waiting for hopefully a very quick sale.